Okay, so this is part 2 of the dragon. I kind of told you guys that we would be needing to do 9 rows of single stitches in part 1. Um, I've done 7, and I'm working on my 7th row. So yeah, they're just single stitches. I kind of started doing the single stitches off camera, so you guys wouldn't have to wait for me to pause to do this. So I'm just gonna finish up the last couple rows that I have to do, and then we'll move on to the daunting part, the tail. Yay! Tail's a little bit complicating to explain, but yeah. Oh, now they're back. Okay. Sorry. I think I found like 3 yellow rubber bands that were broken, or when I put them on my hook, they broke, which was weird because I'm not like aggressive with these bands or anything like that. So I don't know why I did that. I might have to upload part 3 tomorrow because that's going to be like the harder part to do. But I don't know. Okay, so here's my 8th row of single stitches. Let me kind of move my camera a little bit. Sorry, it's kind of crooked. I need to be able to see what I'm doing though. That's gonna bother me. Yeah. People playing their music outside. What's that guy doing? I don't know. What the heck is that? Who the hell is making that noise? Like, I don't know if someone's playing their music outside and it's really loud. I'm going to go and investigate here in a minute. Oh, now they turned it down. I don't know who was being noisy though. But anyways, slight distraction there. Okay, so there's my 8th row. Here's my 9th row. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to do the wings tomorrow. I'm sorry about that, but I will get it uploaded as soon as possible. Well, I might need to finish this dragon. Never mind. I will try to work on a part 3 today. The wings aren't that bad to make, but I don't know, it's just a little bit time consuming. Or I might make a tutorial for him later today, I don't know. And I'm gonna have to charge my phone because YouTube takes up all my battery when I upload. But yeah. So just keep doing your single stitches. And again, you need 9 rows of single stitches to get the body going. This one's going to turn out pretty cool. My daughter actually picked out these colors, so at first she's like, I just want a red and white one, and I'm like, are you sure you just want red and white? She's like, I want red, orange, and yellow. So we are doing a red, orange, and yellow dragon for her. Well, I'm doing a red, orange, and yellow dragon. Okay. So this is what it should look like with the 9 rows. I'm going to stuff it. Give me 1 second. It's not that I don't mind stuffing on camera, it's just like it's hard to do it with the thing in the way, the tripod. I mean, you don't want it to be too firmly stuffed, but you want enough stuffing in there to make the body like full. Okay. So kind of like that. I kind of maybe stuffed it too much, but he'll be okay. Let me see here. Yeah, he's not stuffed too bad, I don't think. Let me just pull a little bit of stuffing out. Okay, so after I do this next step, then I can always add a little more stuffing to it. But okay, so now we're going to do decreases. We are going to decrease the whole row. So the decrease again is you grab from the inside of your project and then the outside, and you just decrease. We're going to do that. Bands are slippery. All the way around. The yellow ones are hard to like grab onto. And we're just decreasing. So I'll probably let part 1 finish uploading, which will probably be uploaded by the time this one comes out, so, but yeah. I will upload them as quickly as possible back to back. It just takes a while, and I'm so sorry. And then, no, do a decrease. Okay, so once you got that decrease down, I'm gonna kind of just like squish around here and see. I don't know, see, I feel like that stuffing needs to be in there because there's not enough. Okay. There it is. That's pretty decent for me. So now what we are going to do, since we decreased, we're going to single stitch 1 row. This is where it gets fun. We're going to be starting to work on the tail, so hold on 1 second. Okay, so now we are going to I decreased the whole row, and now we're going to single stitch the 1 row. So after you single stitch your 1 row, then you're going to single stitch 3, then increase. So 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to increase. And then we're going to do 3 again. 1, 2, 3. And then increase. And then we're just going to do a single stitch onto the C-clip or stitch marker. So there's that. This is where it kind of gets funny because you kind of need to like increase and decrease at the same time to get the circle to lay out right. But first what we're going to do is we're going to single stitch 3 rows, and I'm going to pause and do that, and then I'll come right back. Okay, so I am on my last row of single stitches, and you just do 3 rows of those. So then I'm going to have to flip over my instructions so I can see what the heck I did next. So, and you can stuff the tail a little bit as you go along, but I wouldn't stuff too much in there because it'll make the tail look really fat. I think the tail kind of is fat to begin with, but I don't know. It works. And here's my last one for this row. Kind of getting long there. Okay. Now we're going to alternate. We're going to hopefully alternate between decreases and single stitches. So we're going to decrease one and then single stitch. I hope this turns out right. Decrease, single stitch, decrease. Single stitch. Then do a decrease. Single. And then you'll end on a decrease. Sorry, there's some background noises. So there's that. And then you're going to single stitch 1 row. I think. I don't know. This is what confuses me. Okay, so single stitch 1 row. The tail kind of turns out a little wonky, but I don't know. This is just how I do it. Or how my directions say to do it. It's just really weird. Like, you have to increase and decrease to make sure this circle, like, tapers off right. Okay, so there's my single stitch. I realize single stitches kind of looks like a chameleon or something, one of those like lizards with the really fat tails. Okay, now we're going to increase the first stitch and single stitch the rest of the row because obviously our little tail's getting too small. 1, 2. There's our increase, and then we single stitch the rest of the row. And then we're going to single stitch 3 rows, so I'm going to go off camera to single stitch my 3 rows, and I'll be right back. Okay, so here's my 3rd row of single stitches. At least I think it's 3 rows. I don't know, I kind of wasn't paying attention on how many rows I did. But I think there's 3 there. So after we single stitch 3 rows, we're going to decrease on the first stitch and second to last stitch. So here in a minute I will show you what I'm talking about. See, this tail still, see, it's kind of funky. I don't know. It's okay. It's okay. It's just, that's what I'm saying. Like with the tail, it's kind of confusing, honestly, to make it like sit right. Because that one turned out pretty good, but this one's turning out a little bit chunkier. But I don't know. You just increase and decrease in certain spots. I don't really know how to explain it. So decrease here, and then we're gonna single stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we're gonna decrease on the 6th and the 7th stitch. Well, we're gonna take the 6th and the 7th stitch and decrease. Okay, I think I decreased enough, so I'm going to stuff his tail real quick. I don't really know. His tail's a little bit wonky, but that's, like I said, it's okay. They all have different personalities anyway, so. Okay. Trying to get stuffing into this tail, but I made it very small. I should have stuffed it beforehand. Okay, so I kind of got the tail stuffed. I'm gonna grab a few more bands because I was running low. Okay, now we're going to single stitch 3 rows. Again, so I'm going to go off camera and single stitch my 3 rows, and I will be right back. Okay, I am finishing up with my 3rd row here of single stitches. Sorry, I have to keep moving off camera because looming this way is a little difficult. I'm gonna have to do it on the floor next time because this is just ridiculous. But yeah, almost done here, and then you're going to decrease 1, then single stitch after this. Well, after I get my 3 on. And then I'm going to decrease 1, and then I'm going to single stitch. So I'm just going to get off of here again and single stitch to my desired length, and then I will be back. Okay, so I did my tail. It's kind of lumpy, but yeah. We're all right. It's gonna be okay. I'm trying to like work on the stuffing too. I didn't add stuffing right there, so. But yeah, let me. Oh, I can't zoom out anymore. Okay, well. Now we are going to add the ears onto the dragon. Because I want to work on the wings like last minute. But I just find a good spot to kind of put them on a little bit towards the side of the head, but not too far. Like it should like hopefully stay back. Oh, and then I just slip knot those bands in. And I'll just tuck this one. Okay, and then I just kind of, I don't know, add bands just to secure it in. I'm not going to show you how I secure in every single band, but just until you feel that it's secure enough in there and it's not going to fall out. But I'm going to pause again and do this off camera because nobody wants to see me tying in bands. But yeah. Okay. Let me get this secure real quick. There we go. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, so I got the ears attached. And now I'm going to add the nose pieces. So if you're using rubber bands for your eyes, now would be a good time to get those out. I just need like 3 rubber bands. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take 2 bands. If you're doing one eye, you just need 1 band. Like if you're doing an eye. But for this is for the nostril, so I'm going to wrap it around 4 times. Maybe. Was it 4 times? Yeah, we'll do 4 times. I don't know, maybe 5. I don't really know how many times I wrapped it. I'm going to do it 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'm going to kind of find a good spot for the nose. And pull one of my... trying to find the right band to use. Okay, so we're going to pull all those bands onto there. And then we're going to slip knot those. And then we're just gonna tuck the string, and I like to tie them in twice just because I don't want it to slip. But you'll hear me say that with most of my creations I make, or my Loomigurumis that I make. Just extra security, I guess, so that it absolutely won't fall out. Okay, so now I just need the 2 black bands. I don't know where I got out so many black bands. Okay. Now we're going to do the same thing again. Wrap it around 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to grab a yellow band because those seem to hold pretty good. I'm just going to kind of see where the nose should go. I'm going to put it right in here and hope for the best. Okay. So here's this. Oh my goodness. Okay, there we go. Just pull it tight. Don't pull it too tight or else you'll snap your rubber band, which I've done a couple times. And then I'm gonna tuck the nose in. And tie it off again. And then we're gonna tuck that tail in somewhere, anywhere. And there's that. With the gumdrops, I'm not going to do those on camera either, but you're just going to kind of start at like the middle part between the ears, and then you're just going to keep going down with your colors all the way down and tucking them in, tying them and tucking them in. So that's what you're going to do for that. And I am going to make a part 3 on how to do this tail piece right here on this one. So there's going to be a part 3 for this and for the wings, because it's simply going to be too long if I put it all in one section. But yeah, next we'll be making the wings and the tail piece. So I'll see you guys in part 3.